life and death. Those are the options. If you don't take an active role in your own well-being, you're in a way saying that you don't care what happens to you or your family in the case of an emergency or disaster. Right? Planning to fail is a failure to plan. Being prepared for an emergency is one of the best ways to help keep yourself and your family safe. All right, so as we talk about why this is important, I'm also going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to keep yourself safe and build a 72-hour list. Okay, so disasters are at times unpredictable. All right, it's their very nature. By having a plan in place, you're going to be better able to confront them and be ready. Now, it's going to be important to have a full 72-hour kit in your home ready to go and accessible. Okay, so the reason that's important is, let's say you're in a tornado area and you take shelter under the stairs in the basement. Awesome. But you've been keeping your 72-hour kit upstairs in the garage. If you're under the stairs and there's structural collapse, you can't get to that 72-hour kit. So you need to think about wherever it is you're going to be, that's where the kit needs to be. Okay? So, an important thing that you're going to want to do with this is to keep it ready to go. So people are always worried about, gotta have this ready, for all these different things, but no one ever thinks about disasters. It always gets skipped. Because there kind of tends to be that, the help will come to me. That's not always the case. The roads are washed out, help's not coming right away. You have to be prepared to help yourself. By being ready to encounter a disaster, you'll be better prepared to ride it out, and you'll have faster access to goods because you have the goods with you ready to go. All right, so building a kit. As recommended by FEMA on their website, you want to do what's called a 72-hour kit. 72-hour kit's going to be comprised of 1 gallon of water per person per day, all right, for 3 days, thus the 72-hour part. Okay, now for each person, you're also going to want 3 days worth of food, non-perishable, obviously. If it is in cans, you're going to want to integrate in a can opener with it as well. You're also going to need a battery power or crank powered radio. You can get ones that are also NOAA weather approved. That's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association. They're typically the ones that release weather ratings and weather warnings. You're going to want extra batteries for those as well. You're going to want a flashlight. All right, flashlights are nice. Headlamps are going to be really good because you'll be able to wear it and still have your hands. And a lot of them have a strobe function that will allow rescuers to see you as well. All right. First aid, probably something a little bit more robust than this. I would show, but it is large. All right, you're going to want a whistle to help signal with rescuers as well. Dust mask is also recommended because if there is structural collapse, there will be dust, and you don't want that in your lungs. All right. Sanitation stuff. So that's going to be your basic toiletries, toilet paper, toothbrush stuff, garbage bags. Essentially, can think of all of the bathrooming needs you would have while camping and how you would address those, and that's how you're going to want to build your sanitation part of your 72-hour kit. All right. Tools. Tools are going to consist of multi-tools, a knife, and any sort of wrench setup you're going to need to be able to shut off your own utilities. If the roads are gone, that gas company can't get to your neighborhood to shut off gas. You're going to have to. All right, so that's the basics. They recommend adding on as needed, and that might be in the form of prescription meds and glasses, or things for infant, formula, diapers, wet wipes. Wet wipes are actually good for yourself as well. They can be part of the sanitation kit. If you have a pet, you're going to want things for your pet. Dog food, cat food, hamster food, so forth, so on. Important documents, if you keep them in your home, you're going to want to keep a copy in your 72-hour kit. All right, cash. A lot of times with power going out, the localized economy becomes very cash-based. Insulation. By that I mean warm weather, cold weather stuff. Sleeping bags, blankets, things like that. Extra clothes, because inevitably your clothes will get dirty. Possibly a way to purify water. You can do that with bleach. And a way to make fire. Lighters, matches, strikers, things like that. And miscellaneous things. So that's going to be like things to keep you entertained, especially if you have kids, games, books, toys, things of that nature. Okay. So, by building that kit, you're going to have a better starting place for when a disaster does strike you. Okay. The kit should be practiced with, so that way, if you ever have to use it, it's going to be effective. All right. If you just put a bunch of stuff in a box and then suddenly tornado hits and you have to use it, but you don't know how to use half the kit, you might as well not have it. All right. Because the most crucial part of any 72-hour kit is you and the things that you know. Okay. So, I want you guys to take away 3 things from this. Okay. First thing. If something happened right now, how many meals could you get out of your pantry? Okay. Second thing. If there was no power, how long could you stay off the grid? You know? Are you going to be able to function without a cell phone, without a laptop, without a Kindle, so forth, so on? Okay? And let's say you need to get out of the city. Case in point, hurricanes in Florida, evacuations. Do you have a place you can go? All right? So, remember, by being prepared for an emergency, it's one of the best ways to keep yourself and your family safe. Thank you.